Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus time travelers. I hope you're well. Thank you very much for being here. This is your full moon in Leo message. As always, keep in mind, you know the drill. It's a collective general reading, not individualized, not personalized to you. So as the messages come through today, just take the ones that fit. Leave the ones that don't, because if it's not your message, it simply means that it is meant for someone else. And of course, don't forget to check out your other placements, especially your moon placement. There may be some additional messages in those readings for you. With all of that said, my darling, let's begin. Okay. What is the full moon in Leo message here for the Sagittarius collective? We have Dragon's Hoard, Protecting the Future, card number 12. Full moon in Taurus, Detoxify. And the moon's moment, synchronicity. So it may not feel like it at this time, but everything is lining up exactly the way it should be here in your life. So you can protect this future here that is kind of like, almost like in an incubation stage. So something here in your life had to leave or needs to leave, right? With that detoxify card. Otherwise, I feel like it would negatively impact your future. So in an effort to protect your future, everything's happening right on time here. Whatever's leaving your life, let it go. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Dragon's Hoard, Protecting the Future, card number 12. The first card out here we have is the Seven of Wands. For the full moon in Taurus Detoxify card, we have the Four of Pentacles, and the moon's moment synchronicity here is clarified by the Six of Pentacles. The Seven of Wands is further clarified by the Page of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Seven of Swords. This is what you had to detoxify or need to detoxify from your life. And the Six of Pentacles here is clarified by the King of Wands. I love this. This is you very much in your energy. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor, we have the Queen of Swords, and we have the Queen of Cups. I like this. You taking full charge, full full reign, and full charge here of your future. Okay, Seven of Wands to the Page of Pentacles. You're being asked at this time to protect yourself, to guard yourself in the Seven of Wands energy from any communication, offer, or opportunity that would threaten your future. What is that communication, offer, or opportunity? What is that about? One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Eight of Swords. And we have the Phoenix. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the World card, and the Two of Swords. I feel like this message is very specific for those of you where you have already disengaged from someone here in your life, or you are in the process of doing that. I feel like there's an opportunity here for this person to come back around. That Knight of Cups, because I'm asking what is the offer or opportunity coming in. It would be an offer or opportunity being delivered here by this Knight that would leave you very much up in your head as you're trying to rebuild yourself from them or rebuild your life in a new way. Clarify that Seven of Wands here. This is telling you to protect your future. I believe it's by saying no to this offer from this past person or a person you're attempting to disengage from. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Seven of Wands is clarified by the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Three of Wands. So it appears that this message is coming in here for you because I'm not sure this person has reached out to you yet, Sagittarius. It looks like you either have disengaged from this person, or you're in the process of disengaging, or you're contemplating disengaging from them in the future. Again, where you are on the Sagittarius timeline is different for all of you. Some of you already did this, some of you are in the process, and some of you are just trying to plan and strategize when you will move on from this person. And I don't know who this is to you, a friend, a family member, a lover, someone you were in business with and you no longer want to associate yourself with. I just see that this person is coming back around, and you will be at a crossroads here in respect to whether or not you want to move forward with them or without them. And I think source is, I don't want to say screaming at you, but trying to get your attention, particularly through this reading, that you really need to guard and protect your future from this individual. The detoxify card is the 4 of Pentacles to the 7 of Swords. This is telling you to not hold on to a person here. And again, I don't know who they were or are to you, but do not hold on to someone who has the ability here to sabotage this future. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. So tell me about the 4 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords. Let's do a joint clarification here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. I feel like this person threatens your stability. You have the 9 of Wands. You have the Wheel of Fortune. And you have the 7 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, you have 6 of Swords. So again, like I was saying, some of you have moved on from this person. Others of you are in the process of doing that. And some of you are contemplating doing that in the near future. Sorry about that, Sagittarius. I just had a little bit of a coughing fit. So the feeling here is that this person is coming back around again. Why is that? Why are they coming back around again? Why is this person coming back around again? It's like they want another cycle with you. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Why are they coming back around again? The 9 of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, and the 10 of Swords. Bottom of that, Queen of Wands. I love to give readings that are filled with rainbows and unicorns and fairy dust, but that's not what this is. This person sees you as valuable, like, and not in a good way. Because again, we're clarifying this 7 of Swords. So this person doesn't want you to end this connection or fully move on from them, because you provide them with some type of resource here. And it could be like financial comfort, or maybe you're very nurturing towards them, whether you're masculine or feminine. The 9 of Pentacles is pre-Empress energy. So you nurture this person, or you provide for this person, or they hope that you will. That's why this person doesn't want to let you go, or doesn't want you to fully move on from them. But Source is asking you to detoxify your life from this person. What else does this person want with Sagittarius? One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Hanged Man. This would keep you stuck. The Hanged to the 10 of Pentacles. This would keep you stuck from the abundant future that is coming your way. Yes, Hermit. Bottom of the deck, the 10 of Cups. I feel like this person, and I think you know this, I think you're wise to this person. That's why you already have left them, are in the process of leaving them, or you're planning something in the future here to leave them soon. Because again, I'm looking at your underlining energy, and your energy is the Emperor to the Queen of Swords to the Queen of Cups. This is like, for love of myself, I need to take control of my life and move in a different direction. I need to find another job, another place where to live. I need to disengage from this friend or family member or lover. My throat chakra keeps going on me. I don't feel like this is a decision that you made lightly. And I don't think that this was something easy for you to say, like to speak into existence. I think that's why my throat keeps closing up. This is not a disentanglement that you ever wanted for this particular connection. And so, yeah, I can see it being difficult on you to just even admit it to yourself, let alone say it to this person. But I'm asking what this person's purpose is to want to hold on to you. And I see trying to hold you back from resources which they feel would benefit them. But with that Hermit card, I think you're wise to this already. So everything's happening here right on time. King of Wands to the 6 of Pentacles. I think you need to hold on to your pentacles, or give this person less maybe than what you have already given them. I clarify that 6 of Pentacles. I think it's time for you to invest in your future here, Sagittarius, and I don't think it includes this person, because you're being asked to detoxify your life from them. One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have the 10 of Cups. That's what you need to invest in, your happiness. Page of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, this new beginning. The Sun card at the bottom of the deck. So you're being asked to invest in a different direction, in a different future that does not include this person. So that Ace of Pentacles could be you investing your time or your money, your devotion into learning something new, right? If this is like a job you need to leave behind, or an industry that you've been in for a long time. For others of you, that Ace of Pentacles could be a new housing solution. That Page of Swords to the Ace of Pentacles, maybe you need to find another place where to live so you can fully disengage from this person. There's definitely something here about you moving towards the new horizon, the new life, the new path. I feel like this person has been draining you for quite some time, and I think they're a threat to your stability in the future, because they would just continually be a drain on you. King of Wands. Source is asking you to step into the role here of the King of Wands, to take action on your own behalf. Tell me more about this here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Yes, Eight of Cups, to walk away from this individual or move on from them. Two of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Devil. Yeah, this is definitely the energy. Like, this could be a toxic work environment, like I was saying, living situation, friend, family member, or lover. It could even be like a group of people, maybe a community group that you volunteer with, or that you work with. But the feeling here is they would only want to keep you stuck because it would benefit them. There is no benefit to you by staying in this partnership or this job or this living situation. In fact, it would be holding you back from the abundance that Source wants to give you. The aces are opportunities. And Source is saying, move towards this new opportunity, because the Ace of Pentacles will bring you the Ten of Pentacles, which consequently this person would be holding you back from. So staying at this job would keep you stuck from finding the next job, which would be better for you. Or staying with this lover would prevent you from meeting the next person who would treat you right and not, not engage with you with that Seven of Swords behavior. So you're being asked here in the full moon of Leo to let go of this person, or to energetically cut the cord, for those of you where you already have, because it looks like this person's going to try to come back in again. And for others of you, if you're, midpoint in the middle of doing this, again, just keep moving forward towards a new beginning. And if you're contemplating doing this, I feel like the reading is really just a warning to you that you can repeat a cycle with this person, and that's what they're attempting here to get you to do. That Nine of Wands to the Wheel of Fortunes, like, let's do this again. Let's not give up on this friendship. No, don't move on, to someone else. No, don't, break up with me or divorce me or whatever is happening here. And you very well could end up repeating a cycle. But I feel like if you repeat a cycle, the next cycle is going to be longer with this person, meaning it'll be even more difficult for you to get out of it. Why is that? Why would it be more difficult for Sagittarius to get out of the cycle the next time around? There's something here with your finances. They would try to tie up your finances or something like that. So it would make it more difficult for you to move forward. This would be like, it's only an example I'm being given, but this would be like you're a man watching this, and you're trying to leave this woman, and she's trying to get back together with you, but then she would, do her best to get pregnant. And because in her mind, that would trap you financially to her, or trap you in a way to make you feel obligated to her. And if this is the other way around, this could be like a man trying to get a woman pregnant, or there's some entanglement here with your finances. This could be like they want you to leave work or not work full-time, go to part-time. But again, that's because if you don't have the financial structure to move on from them, it would keep you stuck here longer. This is the boss that'll give you a little bit of a raise just so you don't go looking for the next opportunity. They have no real plan to make sure that you can excel in the company. You're just feeding a purpose for them right now. So they'll give you something small to keep you stuck or to keep you hooked. There's something like that here at play. Tell me more about that. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Two of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles to the Empress. So I'm asking what they would do here to keep you stuck. There's something here tied to your finances or tied to your resources. This is like to make sure that it's to make sure that you don't move on from them, because you're in that Two of Wands, like you already have, but now you're at a crossroads on whether or not you want to go back, or you're in the process of this, disengaging, and they're hoping they get you to stay, or you're just thinking about it. This is something they're going to throw out there to get you to stay. It'll make it increasingly difficult for you to move on from them, either to save money to move on from them. What is this with the money? There's something here with money, or trying to lock you down in some way. And this is appealing to your heart space with this offer. Like, we can get a puppy together, or we can have children together, or there's something here that they're offering you to try to appeal to your heart space. But it's really, the intended purpose is to lock you in. And I don't think they realize they're preventing you from moving forward towards a new opportunity. I don't think they consciously know that. I think they're just doing this for their benefit because you serve some kind of purpose to them. One more shuffle here. Thank you. What is this with money? King of Swords, Ace of Wands. What else fell out here? And the Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Fool card. This is to prevent you from moving forward on a new path. There's something here with your money, Sagittarius. If you have... What is this with money? This is trying to entice you to stay. I think for a lot of you, this has to do with trying to get you pregnant or trying to get pregnant by you or trying to, like I said, entangle you further with your finances to stay with them, or some little small raise because they don't want you to move towards a new job opportunity. I don't know who this person is. I don't really like their energy. I'm going to try to get out of it now. I want to get you some advice on how you can deal with these various situations, okay? So for my Sagittarians, where this is a work environment, can I get 3 cards of advice? Because you either already have said you left, or you gave your 2 weeks notice, or they could just, vibrationally feel, you could feel when an employee is about to leave the company. I feel like that's what's making them circle back around to you. So can we get 3 cards of advice here for Sagittarius, where this is a work situation? A work situation. One more shuffle here. Thank you. If this is work, we have the Hermit, which you came out in before, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Pentacles. See it for what it is. They would be giving you very little. It would be very burdensome for you. They would give you very little. It still would not be paying you adequately for what you're worth. You're still in the financial red with this company. It's not paying you enough, or paying you for the expertise or the experience or, the education that you bring to the table. It's just enough to keep you hooked. And your advice here is to just go within and recognize that you're still going to be in a financial deficit if you stay at this company. It still will be burdensome to you. Oh my God. 10 of Wands to the Devil to the Page of Pentacles. That Page of Pentacles right here, do not be excited to stay for that little Page of Pentacles. It is toxic in nature, and it will still be a financial burden for you to stay at this work environment. And right behind that, we had the 4 of Cups. So you're still not going to be emotionally pleased with it. For my Sagittarians, where this is a friend or a family member, a friend, a family member, again, some community group, religious, political group that you're dealing with. We'll do love in a second. But if it's any kind of a platonic connection, we'll call it. Advice for Sagittarius, where this is a platonic connection. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the World card. And we have the Moon. Keep moving forward. You can't see it now, but you have victory and success, justice. So you will meet new people on your path, new friends or new acquaintances that will treat you far better than this person can. And you will even find friends who will become like the fabric of your life. You don't need to keep this toxic family member in your life who's just draining you of your resources or hoping to drain you of your resources one day. So it's like you can't see it now with that 8 of Swords, like you're blindfolded, but this ending actually brings about what you can't see, is this beautiful new beginning where it's fair, balance, healing, and you have new connections entering your life that will be more aligned with who you are, and people that aren't trying here to take advantage of you. For my Sagittarians, where this is love related, I'm going to do 2 love readings. One where it's only you and this person, and one where it's you and a third party, because I've got too many queens on the table. I don't read body parts, but for some of you, it could be a third-party situation. This person's trying to rope you in. Whether you're their primary or secondary, I don't know. So for my Sagittarians, where it's just them and this person, and they're looking to detoxify, move on from this person. What is the advice for when this person comes back around? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice, the Death card. Put an end to it. Star card, keep focusing on your healing and justice. Bottom of the deck, focus on your healing. And then you have the Magician card here to the 3 of Wands. As you move forward from this person, the type of romantic partner you want is out there for you. Literally, like your manifestation of the type of partner you want is energetically waiting for you. But you would need to completely sever the cord from this person, not just in the 3D, but 5D. So that means moving on from them, doing an energetic cord cutting, no longer communicating with them, no longer waiting for them to come after you or chase after you. It's a total severance of the connection. And as you focus on your healing, the divine brings in your manifestation, a just and right partner. I feel like this person's already like set aside for you, like, and they're energetically waiting for you. So you have a single person out there waiting for you to become completely free and autonomous of this person. And that even means not watching tarot readings on them to see what they're up to. Okay, because that still keeps you energetically tied. So again, it's only advice. You do with it what you want. For my Sagittarians, where there's a third party here involved. Now, the third party could be, this is your partner, and they have someone else on the side. They don't want you to leave because they have financial resources with you, but they're still going to keep their little Seven of Swords person on the side. And I don't want to call another human being a side piece, and we don't really know why that person entered the relationship or what this person was promising them. Okay, so I don't want to berate or badger the other woman or the other man here. But for some of you, that's what's happening here. They're trying to keep you stuck because of your finances, but they're still not giving up on this other person. For others of you, they already have someone that they're in a long-term committed partnership with, but they don't want you to move on. They get financial resources from this person, but you provide them with the emotional resources that this person does not give them. And that's why they don't want you to move on from them. They're not true or loyal, actually, to either of you. So for my Sagittarians who are in a third party, regardless of where they are on that triangle, can I get 3 cards of advice for when this person comes back around? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice. 10 of Wands, 9 of Wands, King of Cups. Don't fall for it. This is almost like blocking yourself emotionally, like emotionally shutting down. Do not allow this person, remember with that King of Cups here, to provide you with an opportunity to try to hook you emotionally back into them, because nothing will change here. The relationship will still be burdensome. You'll still feel like you're on the outside looking in. You have the Page of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. Watch what they do. Watch what they do. Don't just listen to what they say. Watch what they do. There are no action cards here, except for the burdens that are placed on you. So this is talking a good game, talking some sweet love words, but then in that Seven of Pentacles, there's no action. It's status quo. Nothing will change here with this person. Further advice for my Sagittarians in the third party. This is like just seeing that it's going to be a pattern. Sometimes I see the Nine of Wands card as it's just a pattern that's repeating. And it'll be a burdensome one for you at that. Further advice. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Also, when I see that King of Cups, you know, that's the third decan of Aquarius, the second decan of Pisces. There's something here about you remaining emotionally balanced and discerning fact from fiction here. You know, Aquarius energy is someone who can really see the facts. Actually, in tarot, they're represented as the King of Swords. The Piscean energy could be a little caught up in dreamland. Oh, maybe this time they'll pick me, or they'll leave that person. You know what I mean? Or just keep your wits about you and stay emotionally balanced. Stay emotionally balanced and a little emotionally detached from this person so you can see them for who and what they truly are. 3 more cards of advice. One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have the Nine of Cups, you have the 10 of Pentacles, and you have the Four of Swords, bottom of that Judgment card. Do not let this person withhold you from the long-term love that you deserve. Because I feel like if you go back to them, you're just going to be sleeping on it. I don't think this person ever lets go of the other person, regardless of whether or not you're primary or secondary. I don't see this person doing this. Judgment, the Sun, and the Tower. It'll be good for a little bit, and then it'll crash down again. You have the Empress, you have the Ace of Swords, and you have the Queen of Wands. There's something here about you seeing the truth. You have an equal match out there waiting for you. I don't believe this person is it. It doesn't mean they can't become it in the future, but by you continuing to engage with them, it would not benefit you any. It doesn't give them the reason or motivation to leave behind the third party. They're just going to keep, you know, stringing both of you along. Okay, 3 final cards here of advice for all of you, regardless of what situation here you're dealing with. 3 final cards of advice. Okay, Page of Pentacles wants to show us how when the offer or opportunity comes in and it's small. I mean, let's admit it. Pages are small, right? When the offer opportunity comes in, one more shuffle here. Thank you. Page of Swords. Look how small it is. Knight of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Devil. See it for what it is. It's small. It's meant to keep you trapped, stuck. Yeah. See it for what it is. It isn't this grandiose job opportunity. It's not the friend or family member who's now going to suddenly step up to the plate. They're still toxic. They're still inconsistent. You got the Fool card here. I mean, they're still toxic. They're still foolish. They're still inconsistent. They're still ruthless. Nothing has changed with this person, regardless of who this is, the work, the friend, the family member, or the lover, whether it's you and them. And if it's third party, they're still going to engage in the third party. That doesn't change. Knight of Wands to the Devil here, if we're clarifying that. So this is just when that offer opportunity comes in and the talk here is to be had. There's something here about you fiercely defending yourself. You're the only one here that holds the sword of truth. You came out in that Queen of Swords. So you know the truth about this person. There's something here about vocalizing it. My throat's going, you know, closing up on me again. So there may be a need here for you to once again say it out loud to this person that no, you're not accepting the offer or opportunity. It's okay to call it like you see it, Sag. You have a beautiful world, new job or new partnership or new friends here waiting for you. Don't allow this person to hold you back from it any longer than they already have. That is what I have for you. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you good luck with this. And as always, light, love, and peace.